Hey Mama, and thank you for joining me today. This is your 45-minute Pilates yoga flow where I'm going to lead you through some poses as well as some Pilates exercises that will help you just feel really, really good. This is a flow that is appropriate for postnatal as well as prenatal and first trimester if you're feeling up for it. But we'll be doing some exercises on our bellies, and so this probably wouldn't be the best exercise or the best workout for second and third trimesters. I have other videos for that. So if you are in a phase where you are wanting to build your strength and your stamina as well as just feel really, really good, this is the workout for you. So let's get started. You will need a mat and some dumbbells if you have them. If you don't have dumbbells, a light set, lower 4 pounds or lower, you can just use 2 cans of soup and that will also do the trick. I'm also going to be using an exercise ball. So you can use a playground ball. If your kiddos have, a ball just laying around, you can use a ball. This is an exercise ball that is like $10 on Amazon, and it's Tri-Gear is the brand, and it works great for what we're doing today. So if you do not have an exercise ball or a small exercise ball, you can still do the exercises, you'll just have to modify. So let's get started. So we'll start here just with our sun salutation series. The top of the mat. I'm using a squishy mat today. It has a little more give, and so it's going to challenge my balance a little more than my firm yoga mat. I like to change things up to challenge myself. So come to the top of your mat, hands at heart center, close the eyes, and take a deep breath. And let it go, and continue taking a few deep breaths. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, bring the hands to your sides. We'll do that again, but this time moving into a forward fold. Inhale, and exhale, forward fold. Rock back and forth between your toes and your heels. If you're not able to touch the ground, just place the hands above the knees. So if you are postnatal, recently postnatal, trying to gain some abdominal strength, just be patient with yourself. Come down into all fours, and we'll start here with some cat-cow. So inhale, look up. Exhale, cat. This just should feel really, really good. So bend the elbows, sway the hips. Just moving away for a moment where you're really connecting with your body and your breath. Down to child's pose. Grab that ball if you have it, and we'll do a stretch here. I love this stretch with the ball because you get a nice stretch in the armpits. Little arch in the back. Allow gravity to do its work. And in the beginning of a workout, we're going to roll the ball back and forth. So the beginning of a workout is a time to move through stretches. So we never really hold stretches in the beginning of a flow, or at least I don't in my flows, just because I think it's an important time to build heat. And then as you build the heat and you get the body really warm, then you can focus on those longer holds, those longer static poses. Okay, so bring the ball off to the side, open up, and to modified side plank. Inhale, lengthen, and then exhale, reach. Nice side stretch. Moving to the other side. Back to all fours, moving the knees back to a modified plank. We're going to start here by warming up the triceps, preparing for the chaturanga. So it's a lower down inhale and then exhale, push up. So this is a modified version. Even if you're brand new to yoga, to exercise, you're going to bring the knees underneath the hips and push up. Here we go. We're just going to go for 4. So it's an inhale and exhale, push up. 3, and 2, and 1. Awesome. Child's pose. We'll add a little bit of a side stretch, so walk the hands to one side, and then pull the hips in the opposite direction. Other side. Come to center, high plank. Pushing back to your first downward facing dog. Lift the heels, lift the toes, lift the heels, lift the toes. Spread through the fingers, maybe sway the hips side to side. And if you're taking time out of your busy schedule to do a 45-minute workout, I am so proud of you for taking that time. I do not take that lightly, so I don't waste your time. Come to plank. Every move is intentional, and press back to downward facing dog. We'll do that one more time. High plank. We just want to make every move intentional and make it count. So inhale, look forward, bend the knees, walk the right foot, and then the left. Deep bend in the knees, flat back, and then come up with a round back. Inhale, reach up, going back down into that forward fold as you exhale. Inhale, lift. We're going to speed this up, walk or hop back into high plank, either on your knees or toes. Slowly lower down. Inhale, lift. Maybe lift the thighs off the mat, and then push back. Breathe. I like first thing in my practice to do some hip sways. It just feels good. So if it does not feel good to you, skip it and bring the heels from side to side. It's windshield wiper heels is what I call it. Back to downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward, walk or hop the feet forward, and then exhale. Come up with a round back. Inhale. These are always just suggestions too. If you want to come up with a flat back, come up with a flat back. Come to mountain pose and just alternate heel lifts. Bring the hands to heart center. So hopefully you're feeling warm and ready to move into our Sun Salutation B series. Okay, grab your ball if you have it. So we're going to move into chair pose to prepare us for our Sun Salutation B series. So we're going to stay here for a moment, just building some heat. You do not have to have the ball here, but it's a great addition. So I'm going to place the ball in between my legs here and sit back and squeeze the ball. So this is requiring the muscles of the pelvic floor to engage. We want to pull, think of pulling the muscles of the pelvic floor. So the muscles that stop the flow of urine. You know what the muscles of the pelvic floor, if you've had a baby, you know what they are. So you want to pull them up and in and sink down and squeeze that ball. And we're just going to do little squeezes here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sink a little bit lower. And then remove the ball. And we're going to add a little bit of Tai Chi movement here. So I want you to inhale, come up. Lengthen, exhale, sit into that chair and bring the ball down to one side. Inhale, come up. And exhale, sweep the ball to the other side. Inhale, come up. So I didn't mention that in the intro, but I like to throw in some other elements of different forms of exercise, like Tai Chi, like strength training. Come up. And then sit back down into the chair. See if you can place the hands on the finger, or place your fingertips on the ball as you sit back into the chair. Hold, hold, hold. Lift the hands, open the chest, and then come down into a forward fold. Walk the feet back, high plank down into that chaturanga. Hold for a moment if you're able to. You can drop down to the knees if you need to. And then inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog for a breath. Lift the left leg. And then bring the knee to nose. Hold. And then place at the top of the mat. High lunge. Inhale, reach. Exhale, sweep the arms back, pyramid. And then inhale, reach. We'll do it one more time. Exhale, pyramid, airplane arms. Hold here and breathe. Maybe bring the hands to heart center. Just reconnect back with the breath. Lunge a little bit deeper. And then on your next exhale, bring the hands down. Sweep the leg back. Maybe you keep that leg floated. Inhale and then exhale, lower down. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Other side. Lift the leg, inhale. Exhale, hold for a moment. I like to just keep you warm. And then place the foot on the mat, reach the arms up. Inhale, and then on the exhale, straighten that front leg. Bend, inhale, exhale. One more time. Inhale, exhale. Really good. Come back to that high lunge, sink a little bit deeper, reconnect with the breath. Come down, high plank. Maybe keep that leg lifted if you like. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Then knees inhale and exhale. Forward fold. Walk the feet out to about hip width. Bend the knees, flat back. Inhale, round through the back. Come up, roll the shoulders back. And grab your ball. So we just went through sun salutation beat as my variation. I changed my, it's not a strict sun salutation beat. I just like to add my own sort of twist to these sun salutations. We just did one, but hopefully you're warm enough to move into some core activation, some abdominal exercises that are Pilates inspired. So take that ball and bring it behind the small at the back. So like I said, a playground ball will do, but it's just great to have that support. We'll add some weights in a little bit if you like, but we're going to start here with just the hands at heart center, engaged through the core, and these movements are going to be very small, but very effective. So already you should be feeling like a corset, just your abdominal muscles are wrapping around your torso and you're cinching them up, but you're continuing to breathe. So I want you to lean back just a little bit. Try to touch the shoulder blades on that ball. And this is where a tri-gear ball is made for this. It's great. And then you're gonna kind of crunch up. So no biggie, right? It's not a big deal. It doesn't feel too intense. Just a very small movement. So you can keep the hands at heart center. If you need to add a little bit of help with the arms, you can gently guide yourself. It makes it a little easier. If you want to make it harder, you can bring the hands behind the head. And it's a crunch up. Ooh, I'm already getting shaky. So lower down and crunch up. Oh man. We'll do 4 more and squeeze up. One. Come back, extend the arms, lean back even further. We don't want to hurt. If you feel any pain or pinching or anything like that, you definitely need to modify or maybe remove the ball altogether. And you can actually do this on your back in a supine position, but this is, you're going to feel it more in your abs here. So we're holding and then we're just going to do little pulses, little reaches. So reach and reach. You don't want to go too high up. It's more of a reach forward than it is up. So we're going forward and forward. 2 more and we'll go up. This time we're going to go up. You're going to reach up and up. Oh man, I'm feeling it. Up and up. Maybe 4 more. There's 4. 3, 2, and we're going to alternate. Last 8. So you're going to reach forward and up, and forward and up, forward, up. Last 2 right here. I know you're feeling it because I'm feeling it. Come up, bring the ball in front of you, come forward, little break and grab your weights, your cans of soup, and grab your ball again, add some weights to our ab work, so we're working the arms. It's a little slippery. We're adding a little bit of arm work to the abs. So we're going to go back to that ab work, and with the weights, you're going to do a little bit of a bicep curl. It's very small. And back, and exhale, crunch. And crunch. We'll do 4 more like this, and then we'll change it up. There's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Okay, bring the weights together at heart center and then lower down. It's on your chest and it's just a little lift up. So same as last time, except now we've added some resistance and we're just doing 8 reps of each variation. So we just have 4 more here. There's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Okay, so Because you're using lighter weights, with the cans of soup, it might be difficult to hold in this way, so you can do it without the weights. But we're going to do a pressing movement, up, lift, and then pull back on one side, driving the elbow back. So this is great for the obliques. And press back, and lift, and press back. Remember, we're just doing 8 reps of each variation, so we just have 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. And bring the weights down. A little bit of a break here. So you come forward, stretch. Move on to our belly. It's one of the awesome things about not being pregnant anymore. If you're postnatal, you're like, sweet, I can lay on my belly again. It's awesome. So we'll just do a great stretch here. This is obviously a stretch for the abs. You don't have to use the ball for this, but I like to. It adds a little bit of stability work as well. So we're down, inhale, lift. Just breathe here. And release down. And take the ball, place it in between the feet here. Extend the legs. And we're just going to lift and lower. Now you might feel kind of hard on the pelvis. So you can get a pillow and place it underneath your hips to give you a little more cushioning. I have a really padded mat, so it feels fine. You're just squeezing that ball as you lift up. So we're working on strengthening the lower back and working the glutes. Squeeze and lift. 4 more. 3, 2, you're over halfway with your workout. And 1, lower down. Down for a little bit of a break. Hold that ball, and we'll do little pulses with the heel. So you're doing a heel click, squeezing that ball. Squeeze and squeeze. Here's 4, 3, 2, one more set of 8, faster tempo. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Release. Come to child's pose. Take the ball in front of you. Moving back to more of our yoga flow poses. You want to have the weights on either side of the mat. Go to high plank, low plank. Downward facing dog. This is not a low plank. This is a down dog. And then come back to high plank. From high plank, lift the left leg, hold for a moment. This is too intense. You can drop the knee and hold. And then release, other side, and hold. If you're on your toes, make sure that you're not sinking through the shoulders or the hips. And come to that back to high plank. Bring the left foot forward. Usually we start on the right side, but for some reason I like starting on left. That's just me. So go back into that high lunge position and breathe. And we'll do some shoulder work here. So as you straighten the leg, you'll come up and then lower down and straighten. Now you can keep the weights stationary, so either you can put the weights on your shoulders or you can keep them in front of you, or if you'd like to add some upper body work, you can add a press up. Keeping the elbows parallel, press, and press. Just 2 more. Come down and then lean forward. Weight is on that front leg, and we'll do tricep kickbacks. Tricep kickbacks. Just 4 more here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Lower down, come onto your mat. Bring the left leg back. Come onto your right hand and right knee. This is modified and open up and hold. So a few options here. You can stay right here. You can try lifting that leg for more balance work. And then a level 3 would be to get into a full plank, either one foot in front of the other or feet stacked, and hold. We'll just hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. We'll move to the other side. So high plank to down dog. And then bring the right foot forward. Starting with stationary lunges. So inhale and exhale, press up. You can add the arms if you'd like. Here, and then we'll do the tricep kickback. So lean forward and extend the arms. So you're squeezing the back of the arms and the tricep. Squeeze. Here's 4, and 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. And we're going to do that side plank. I'm going to flip around just so that you don't have to look at my backside. But come onto your left hand and left knee. Open up. This is level 1. Hold. Level 2, balance with that leg lifted. Level 3, it's a full side plank. We'll hold for 8 counts. Right, go ahead and come to a seated position. Grab the ball again. This time we're going to do bridge pose. So inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, round through the spine and lower down, 1 vertebra at a time. Oh, slow and controlled. And whenever you're in bridge, try to keep your neck straight. So avoid turning your neck to look. And lift the hips and squeeze the ball. So this is, if you have a yoga block, you can also use a yoga block instead of a ball, but there's really nothing quite like squeezing that ball to activate muscles of the pelvic floor, the inner thighs, so those adductor muscles. And then release, touch down, grab your weights. We're going to do a chest press or a bench press. We're not on a bench, but that's okay. So bring the elbows out to the side, arms at a 90-degree angle, and we're going to do the bridge press, lift, lower, and press. squeeze up, lower, and press. Just do that 2 more times and then we're going to change it up. Lift, lower, and press. Last time, and we're going to actually add the press up. We're going to do the bench press with the lift. So we're changing it just a little bit, just making sure that you're awake, that you're tracking me. Squeeze the ball as you lift the hips. Squeeze, press up, and press. 2 more. Press. Last one. Squeeze, lower down. Remove the weights, so place them off to the side. Take the ball, place it underneath the tailbone. Lift the legs, extend the legs. If you're able to, do a turnout. So if you've ever done dance before, you know what I'm talking about. If you've never done dance, you're just making a V with your feet and you're pointing and you're flexing and it's feeling really good because you're feeling a stretch through the legs and through the feet. The feet often get neglected. So this is a great exercise for the feet. Place the hands on the mat, palms down, and you lower down about halfway and then just a little lift back to start. So not too hard. If it's too much to have that turnout, you're just going to bring the toes together, no big deal. So this is another variation. You don't want to arch the back, so you're only going to bring it about halfway and then lift back. So it's a very small movement. Lower and squeeze, engage the lower abdominal muscles in particular. So I'm going to go back to that turnout, and I can go a little bit lower once I add that turnout. And squeeze up. Just 2 more. And up. Last one. Very good. Okay, we're going to do a single leg stretch on the ball. So it's going to be a pulse, switch. And the breath can be whatever feels good to you. So the Pilates breath with a single leg stretch, oh, this is just great because you're feeling a little bit of a stretch. You're lengthening the muscles, but we're also working on muscular endurance. So it's a pulse, exhale. I like to exhale, inhale, switch, exhale. There's really no right or wrong. Don't get too tripped up on the breath. I just want you to move and feel good. Last time. Bring the knees in and then drop feet. Release the ball. Bring the knees in again to the chest. And we'll go back to prone position. So from here, just to work on lower back strength, we've done a lot for the abdominals. We don't want to forget the back. So I want you to lift the toes off the ground and lower down. And place the hands or the head on your hands. You're going to lift and lower down. Lift and lower down. Now extend the arms. We're going to lift everything. Lift and lower down. Lift. 2 more times. And then we're going to go into swimming. And come up and swim. Swim, swim, swim. Do you breathe? For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Sit back, child's pose. Great stretch for the low back. We're going to do some finishing stretches, or finishing yoga / strength poses here before we wind down to Shavasana. So moving back into the side or into renegade rows. So a way to modify this if you're new to exercise is just to be on all fours, and then you're just going to alternate lifting. Or move to toes and squeeze up and squeeze. Squeeze. It's great for the core, upper body, especially the triceps. One more time. And release one weight down, and then you're going to open up and do a row. So row up and row up. One more. And switch sides. So if you need to, just be in that modified side plank or full side plank. One more, last one. Awesome. Go down. We'll end with our finishing postures here. A little bit of a stretch, so get into, I'll face you, you don't need to turn, just forming a little triangle. So we got some arm work in there. Hopefully that just felt really good to move, to build heat. It's a little bit of stretching. Finish with our final stretching poses. So this is a great stretch for the low back, inner thighs. You can rock side to side. I know your time is so precious, Mama, and I'm very grateful that you're here, taking time for you. Inhale, lengthen through the spine, and then exhale, press the inner thighs down. This is your dessert right here. You earned these yummy stretches at the end. Help you stay flexible, which is what we want as moms, right? To be flexible throughout our days as we mother our children, take care of our babies. Press. And come up. Extend one leg, do a little bit of a twist here, seated twist. And release. So how do you stick with a yoga practice? You focus on the benefits. So notice right now how good you're feeling. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, twist. Always feels so, so good to treat your body right, to move through postures, to strengthen the muscles. As you add a little bit of weight, or maybe a lot of weight. We didn't do a lot of weight today, that's fine. A little weight goes a long way with Pilates and yoga. Seated position, roll down. Maybe do a few spinal rolls. Push back. Get into a comfortable position. Maybe the feet are together, legs forming a diamond shape. That feels good. You can stay there, or you can extend the legs. Maybe you want to be in a side lying position. That's also good. Close the eyes. Give yourself this moment to be still. joy, the heaviness. Wiggle your fingers, your toes. Reach the arms up overhead. Exhale. And come up. Come up to seated. So I want to leave you with this thought, which is every time you take care of you, you are a stronger and better mother. You are able to go out into the world with more confidence and more peace, hopefully some more stillness. I pray that you will have more patience with yourself, give yourself grace, and know that you are so powerful and strong, and I'm proud of you. Namaste.